Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Now ETN to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Try to get that one to Chris Olave.
And it's 3rd and 4.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
You know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
2nd down and 8.
Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
There's the stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
A give, running right is Akers.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can figure out about the 4. The pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now that was a pretty unconventional play call there on 3rd and goal. You hate to take a chance of something going wrong and turning the ball over. And now it's looking like they're going to have to settle for 3.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete to McBride.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
Still going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Another tote for ETN.
Powers through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Jaguars had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Good after through the raindrops. Up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
And I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the ground with ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This a 31-yard attempt. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
At the 26-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rhodes. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
That is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
ETN up the middle to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Lawrence. He completes it to Olave.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On first down, Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Room here to run. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Lawrence throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting
touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
Out of the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And again, it's Mahomes.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be
This is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Mahomes to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.